ferry today, buddy?
This is my good morning Sam cam from a ferry heading over to the mainland. It's been a while. Over the next few episodes, there may be a running theme talking about grief and death. In this episode, it's going to start off on a happy note. Quite a few months ago, my grandmother passed away and she left me a small inheritance. It was enough money that it allowed me to make a big decision or a big purchase. So after a few months of research, I've decided to buy an e-bike. I think it'll help me with the rising gas prices get around. Since my van is so expensive, this will be an extra way to get transportation done without spending a whole lot of money breaking the bank. I've found a great e-bike brand that is local here in Canada, and they have a showroom on the mainland in Vancouver that will allow me to actually test drive this bike. One of the best parts or better parts of van life is traveling around and seeing the friends that you've met along the way. Along with going to Vancouver and testing this bike, I'll also get to visit one of my best friends that lives over there. I've known this homie for quite a few years. I didn't meet her in van life, however, she's been with me every step of the way. A while back, when I first started this journey, she was the one that introduced me to the homies that helped hook up my whole electrical system. So I'm excited to get back there and see what we can get up to for the weekend. And this is happening again. Uh-oh. As soon as I was getting up the hill to my friend's house, my temperature gauge was hitting the high red level. This is no good. When I went to Mexico, my van was in at the mechanic and I had the radiator replaced. This is a brand new radiator and a bunch of brand new hoses. I do not understand why this is happening. This video I took and sent immediately to the mechanic and said, I don't know what's happening and why. And I'm not even anywhere near you guys now. Like I took a ferry and I'm not even in Victoria. Like I can't deal with this right now. It's a Saturday as well. Like, this is the last thing I wanted today. I was really expecting all of these mechanical problems would be fixed. The pro is that I have gotten to my friend's place and she is more than willing to help me and Hendy out for the weekend. So I don't really have to drive my vehicle until I go back.
Hendrix, do you think we should live in an apartment where you can have a pillow all day long?
With the van and Hendrix taken care of, sort of, I guess the only thing I can do is enjoy the city. Hey, that's why I'm here, right? Today's a Saturday, so I can't really do a whole lot in that front until Monday. So let's just enjoy the time that we're here. So many thanks to my friend Ashley for helping me keep my mind at ease this entire weekend. I know it was a challenge. Sam in the van parks it and heads to the city. Ashley did her best to get me out and about, breathing the fresh air and checking out the sights of the city. I love visiting the city. We got to ride the Skytrain and one of these cool aqua buses. Transportation has never been better. We also made it to the showroom and checked out that bike. While walking around the mall, we stumbled upon a really cool art show. It was a Art to Save the Sea exhibit where all of the art projects were created with sea trash. We saw some really cool things, and it looks like a lot of trash was used for this art exhibit. Win-win. Ashore.org does a lot to help the sea, but they need your help too. At this point, I should tell you, Hendrix is not doing well. I've noticed on this weekend trip, he is a lot slower than normal. He's coughing a lot frequently. His breathing just does not seem smooth or right. This whole weekend, it's hard for me to even have fun because I'm worried about Hendrix. In the pit of my stomach, I knew what was coming.
I think Hendrix just coughed his blood up. I just caught him licking it, and he had just coughed a second before that.
A part of me wanted to turn around and head straight back to Victoria and get Hendrix into a vet as soon as possible. But the other part of me wanted to avoid it. Because that part of me knew what the answer was going to be.
Weird, I could hear it, but I can't even see it.
Visiting the city was good. I got to enjoy some amazing food and catch up with a great friend. And I got to test drive the bike that I wanted. But the truth of the matter still remained. Hendrix needed to get to a vet. The weekend was over and the weekdays were now upon me. It was time to get back to Victoria and get Hendrix in to an emergency veterinarian. With the van packed up and Hendrix riding co-pilot, it was time to head back to Victoria. I couldn't avoid it any longer. I contacted Hendrix's vet and they informed me he should go see an emergency veterinarian as soon as possible.